What drives me is that I love Chicago. I was born here, I was raised here, I'm proud to call the city my hometown. And out of that love also comes a recognition that the city can work better for so many more people. I'm committed to working collectively with leaders across the city, building the coalition larger in order to change how development happens in the city in service of its residents. Hola, mi nombre es Juan Sebastian Arias y yo soy el nuevo director ejecutivo de Elevated Chicago. My first interaction with Elevated Chicago was back in 2017. I was living in California beforehand. I had just moved back home to Chicago, and I was working as a program officer at Enterprise Community Partners. I began to feel more connected to Elevated Chicago's work and its people, the more I got to see all the progress that the collaborative was making in the city. I grew up in Logan Square, and one of the first ETOD projects that I saw get approved in the city was right next to the Logan Square Blue Line station. It was a 100-unit, 100% affordable housing development project on a formerly underutilized city parking lot. I got to see the power of the collaborative, the power of the local community organizations, and all the progress that they made in advocating against displacement and for more affordable housing right next to transit. Since moving back to Chicago in 2017, I have been able to partner with Elevated Chicago and its members from every professional role that I've had. That was at Enterprise Community Partners, that was at Metropolitan Planning Council, where I was more involved in the Systems Change Working Group. And then ultimately, when I joined the City of Chicago Mayor's office, I became the point person and lead for ETOD and for working with Elevated Chicago throughout the 3.5 years that I was there. Under my leadership as the next executive director of Elevated Chicago, I will build on the successes of the collaborative over the past 7 years to meet the needs and the opportunities and the challenges of today. And with that, I'm committed to staying laser focused on transformative change, making sure that each community in Chicago is designed to meet the needs of its residents. I'm committed to addressing all the inequality that you can see in Chicago in the built environment that is driven by past policy decisions, past investment decisions. I'm committed to fighting against that with the collaborative. And I think most importantly, we all want to have an abundance of housing options that are affordable in our neighborhood. We all want to have thriving businesses, busy commercial corridors. We want to have streets that are safe for pedestrians, for bikers, for drivers too. That's what Elevated Chicago is about. What the work of Elevated Chicago means to me is that it's personal, and this is my hometown, and that's why I care about this work.